If you are anything like me, you probably have a little bin or a drawer that is full of different holsters that you've bought and tried over the years. So that begs the question, is there one holster out there to rule them all? One holster that you can use with multiple different pistols. And I've got something for you today. Forgive the Lord of the Rings reference, but we are going to be talking about the new Ambidextrous light-bearing universal fit holster right here from Crucial Concealment. Now, I have owned several holsters from Crucial Concealment over the years, but this one definitely has a few tricks up its sleeve. The first of which being, you can take everything from your Echelon pistol right there and fit it in this holster, all the way up to your Prodigy 1911 double stack with very minimal and minor adjustments needed in retention to get the perfect fit. And the trick here is the holster, the retention is based on whatever light you are using out there. There are two main questions here. Does it do what it was designed for? And is it worth your hard-earned money? We're going to tackle both of those questions, but we have to talk about what actually makes a good holster out there in the industry, because there are a ton of brands out there, not all of which are going to be comfortable, retain the pistol you may want it, and of course give you the options that you are going to want to carry something around all day. The first thing you're going to want to make sure when it comes to buying a holster is it made of consistently high quality and durable material? This is made out of Kydex, so Crucial Concealment uses a good solid Kydex, which is one of the most proven and durable materials out there to make holsters out of. It's highly moldable, it's durable, it's impervious to chemicals and cleaners and lubricants, all the stuff that's probably going to be on your pistol, and it's going to last for years. The next couple of things you're going to want to look for in a good holster is retention and concealability. Now, Crucial Concealment has addressed this in a couple of different ways, first of which being their exclusive belt clip design here. So this is going to aid you in keeping the pistol where it needs to be and securely around your belt. That retention is going to help you draw, it's going to help you holster, and ultimately going to make you more safe by keeping the holster and your pistol where it needs to be around your belt line with a good solid clip design. Now, concealability. This is a big point because if you're not concealing appropriately, you could have some form of printing, which we'll talk about in a second. So they have a kickstand design right here. It's this little winged edge that effectively is going to sit on the inside of your belt line and press the grip of your pistol in towards your body to make sure that it's concealed and nobody can see it. Now, if you don't know what printing is, it's basically as you're wearing your shirt and it's covering the pistol, is it pressing out anywhere? It could be the back strap here, it could be the magazine extension, and pushing through your clothing to alert people that you are carrying a pistol. Now, obviously minimal printing is optimal depending on where you are. If you're walking around the store, you probably don't want people knowing you're carrying a concealed pistol. So ultimately, the better the thing conceals, the better off you're gonna be. And to aid in that concealment, you have something like a very minimal design and this little kickstand to ensure that you're not going to be alerting the world that you're carrying around a pistol. You're also going to want some kind of adjustable retention for the holster. That way you can carry everything from this Echelon right here all the way through your Prodigy double stack 1911, all of which in the same holster, and not worry about that thing coming out, all because the way this holster is designed to have that friction retention around that light. But when you're carrying a much heavier pistol, you will need to do a little bit of adjustment right here on this screw and right here on the back to give that little bit of extra security and hold if you're going from heavier or lighter. Now, what makes the Crucial Concealment Covert multi-fit light-bearing holster any different than other ones that are out there? One of the big ones is it's fully ambidextrous. So whether you're left-handed or right-handed, the holster is going to work for you. You just change the clip and the kickstand around and you're going to be good to go. The next biggest thing, and this is a huge one, is inside here with these two screws, there is a little adjustable shim that goes up and down, because most multi-fit holsters, since they are designed a little bit wider and bigger to fit everything from your Echelon all the way to that 1911 double stack right there, they have to be made larger in the kind of opening design right here in the mouth as the pistol fits in, which can lead to the pistol being able to rock back and forth. Well, since this adjustable shim design is in the Crucial Concealment holster, you loosen those screws, move it forward towards the slide, and it's going to lock that pistol in much more securely and very quickly. So whether you're going to carry your Echelon one day and a 1911 the next, this is going to ensure a firm fit with very solid retention and little to no movement with your pistol in there locked on that light. And if you carry a light other than the Surefire X300, Crucial Concealment has you covered as well. They have options for the Streamlight TLR1 series and the TLR7 series. There are a few things that really stood out to me having worn this holster around for the past several weeks. The first which being, it's actually comfortable. So since it has a minimalistic design, even with that larger light, there's not a lot of additional kydex hanging off. It's all been cleaned up, deburred, smoothed out, so the holster is comfortable. That belt clip is extremely secure, whether I was just walking around or whether I was running drills out on the range. That retention was good to go. The next thing was the ability to adjust that internal shim to the pistol I was carrying made the pistol feel much more solidly retained inside the holster. And that kickstand did exactly what it was designed for. So I found whether I was wearing the holster in the appendix or the 1 o'clock, the straight in the front, or off to the side in more of that 3 o'clock position, it did its job and it was absolutely comfortable. My draw was consistent and it was reliably in the same place due to the retention not only of the belt clip, but inside the holster on the pistol as well, which is extremely important. Anytime you get a new holster or a new pistol you're changing, you need to do a couple of practice draws to make sure that you are going to be able to reliably and consistently draw that pistol the same way every single time. And of course, for me, while adjusting the retention and setting the holster up, I did use a small dab of blue Loctite on there just to make sure that those fasteners don't loosen up on their own. That can be personal preference. What I will tell you is it's always something I do, because anytime I see a screw that needs to stay where it should be, I use a little dab of Loctite. Just make sure you don't use a permanent locking compound on those screws, however. So is this the one holster to rule them all, right? Did Crucial Concealment do their job with this covert Ambi multi-fit light bearing holster, and is it worth your hard-earned money? So they did some great stuff here. The overall design, they killed it. It's minimal kydex, it's been deburred, all the edges are sanded, it's comfortable to wear, you've got a great retention clip, you've got good ability to conceal this without printing with their kickstand design, and of course the internal shim design here, so you can adjust the retention based on the type of pistol, whether it's a 1911 or a striker fired rig, is one of the best parts that they have thought about to just absolutely nail this holster. Now, when we talk about price here, think about being able to carry everything from your Echelon again, all the way up to your double stack Prodigy, just like that. A little bit of adjustment on the retention, you're gonna be good to go. So the price to quality here is actually inverted in your favor. So this holster right now is coming in at 69 US dollars, which I think is an absolutely great price. I don't think you're gonna find a holster with these options made in the United States at this quality level for any cheaper. So they did a great job, and ultimately, like I said, it's comfortable and it's gonna do everything you need it to do, which is everything you can ask for, especially when it comes to a holster that can hold them all.